The Open starts today. I mean, who are we fancying to win the 2021 Open Championship? I mentioned this a few weeks ago, and I went Jordan Spieth actually. Still going strong on my shout, but let's start today's video off with discussing and getting those comments. Who do we think is going to win the Open this year? So today's video is all about how do you create power in your golf swing and what is the source of power? Is it your arms? Is it the body? Let's get into it. So everybody, I'm Alex Elliott, a PJ golf professional, and this advice is really going to help you actually harness some power all in the right space. Now, I've done so many YouTube videos in the past and saying actually the body is a great source of energy, but I think sometimes we forget about what has to create the energy all together. And I want to sort of break this down into sort of some percentages that I think are really nice and simple to understand, and hopefully you can start to apply this into your golf game. So, if I stood here right now, okay, imagine I was going to axe the tree down just in front of me, and I just move my lower body and upper body to try and do so. This is sort of as fast as I could go, okay? So yes, these are our bigger muscles, these are important, but think about it this way, if I just move my arms, this is as fast as I can go, right? If I now did this whole thing all together, so allowing lower body and upper body to work together, this is how we create the whole power. It's timing, it's rhythm, it's allowing the lower body, upper body and arms to work all in conjunction with each other. So I never want you to think about creating power in isolation. But here's the but. If you had to think about it this way, let's say for argument's sake, we want 25% with the legs, 25% with the upper body, and then 50% with the arms and the shoulders and the wrists. You might think, well, Alex, that's completely opposite to what you've said in the past. Now, I'm phrasing it like this right now. That is what sort of happens if you look at this as a model, because our arms and our levers create speed. Our body supports our speed. But so many golfers are too arms driven, we have to change your concentration to being a little bit more body focused because we all find it hard to move our body. So, out on the golf course, to think about ways we can harness this power, I want you to just think about this. And what this is going to require is for me, unfortunately, to get on my knees. Now, this is not the day for me to be in white trousers. I'm not doing it on the tee, it's a little bit damp, so I've got a towel and I'm going to do it just on the concrete here. Now, what I would say is, if you are a senior golfer who has bad knees or someone with bad knee problems, don't go down on your knees. I want you to make some swings where you feel like you isolate your lower body, okay, so sort of hips down. That's essentially what we're doing right now, and this is a great way to explain. God, this feels so wrong in white trousers. Bag it up in a minute and it's full of dirt. This is why. Okay, so essentially what we're trying to do is we're trying to create some speed by using our upper body and our arms. Just create some swings as fast as you can go. Not really fast, but really trying to isolate lower and upper. And then I want you to complete this the opposite way. Left-handed swings. Okay, so what is that doing for us? We're all right, guys, we're all right. That is essentially allowing us to work on our 50% and our 25% power source. So now we bring this all together, we've got that element of separation in our golf swing. Separation is what we want to think about the lower to the upper is doing, and then allowing the arms to work in sequence. So if you're someone with bad knees, just make this version. I sit the lower half up, trying to really feel like just this, and this is creating our power. Now to take this a stage further, what I want you to do is allow the arms, body, and the legs to get involved. So if we think about what the legs want to do, we want to load into our right, push off, and load into our left. So round, push off and load into our left. So now you can really see I have a sequence to what is going on in my golf swing. Lower, upper, arms. And that is what I want you to think about as your power source in this downswing. Follow this regime. If you seriously want to hit it further and find more power, complete for me 10 swings a day on your knees, 10 swings a day standing up, just with your driver in your hand. And I promise you, you'll see some benefits out on the golf course. More power, easier, better sequence, but putting the power in the right order gives us the effects of balanced power on the way through. So look at me again. Look what I'm doing here. We'll put a slow motion from face on here too. Really looks like I have a sequence to my power, not just working in isolation. And as I said at the start, we never want to think about our power being brought to us in isolation. What we want to think about our power is a sequence. And I put some percentage on that just to make it easy for us to understand. Remember the analogy. Not going to create power. Equally, not going to create much power. But if I do it all together, that is my source of power. The sequence to the downswing. Let's get this one away. And then I want to finish this video by giving you a way to think about this out on the golf course. Create easier speed, easier power, and you're going to really enjoy hitting much better golf shots. Think about this way. What we're trying to do is just create some drills for you to, one, understand where power comes from, then make a harder drill on your knees where you can't use your legs to create power, so you're using this source and this source. So when you bring in the legs, you've got the sequence to bring this full picture together. So out on the golf course, we're on the last hole here. This is a par 5, and it really does require you to biff one. Hit it as hard as you can, get it down there, but obviously not lose any accuracy. How I want you to build this into your golf game, and just before I say this, guys, don't forget every single one of these videos, we have a PDF to support them, which equally is just as important as this video. So subscribe to them down below, the links are all there. So how will we think about bringing this on the golf course? Before we hit every single shot, I will probably just think about this on drives only. I want you to think about going to the top, pulsing through. So you're getting that feeling of separation and the arms organising themselves down to the golf ball. Simple stuff today. It's Thursday. Enjoy the Open, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.